Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. Welcome to Barry's vlog channel. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or those that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you. We have an incident that just happened on Saturday, and a man butchered his own baby mama with a cutlass. It happened on Saturday when the baby mama and her boyfriend went to the village, and then they came back to the city together. And he's named Chukuma and the lady is named Portia. And he is 27 years old. As such, this also happened in Owerri in Imo State. Portia, who is a baby mama for this particular Chukuma guy, she has 2 kids for him. And exactly 1 a.m., after they had returned from that trip that they went to the village, they had gone to the village to celebrate the New Year, and then they returned back to the city where they were actually staying together. When Chukuma and his baby mama got to the house, it was time for them to have their meal, for them to eat something. So the younger sister, who also is in the house there, she prepared the meal, and so she now served the food to her own brother. She gave only her brother, but she did not serve the baby mama at all. So that triggered a kind of obsession from the baby mama. She wasn't happy that you prepared the meal for everybody in the house but did not serve me. So what the baby mama, that's Portia, what she now did was she now went and met the younger sister. The food the younger sister was having in her hand, she now took the chicken from the food where the younger sister had with her. But the younger sister did not find that funny at all. And she now grabbed the chicken back from Portia. That led into a very serious fight. They started fighting physically. They started fighting each other. So what the baby daddy did, he now came in and started beating his baby mama up. When it was him, his sister, and the baby mama that were actually fighting, he started beating the baby mama up. And the father was also in the house, but he didn't know at first, he didn't know what was going on. So when he heard the whole house, everywhere was heated up with fights and all, so the father now came out so he could find out what was actually happening. And at that time, Portia was now locked inside the house so that she wouldn't come out or go anywhere. Then when Chukuma even came back, they didn't want him to go into the room because Portia was locked inside the house after, so that she can't come out, since the whole place was heated up with that fight with his younger sister. But after some time, when nobody even was expecting anything would happen afterwards, Chukuma now went into his car and got a cutlass and went straight to the baby mama where she was and hacked her. It's very gruesome. These pictures are actually very gruesome. I will just say it ahead because it's not really a good sight at all. At all, the pictures are not so good to look at because the cut was very deep, and it's like part of her bone marrow was out, or part of the bone was out. I can't really say exactly what that is. Only a medical personnel or someone who is used to, who can really identify it, would say what is sticking out of her shoulder. So he had to use the cutlass to butcher her. See the whole place bleeding and then marrow out. It's a very, very gruesome sight to see. honestly it is. How will someone do this kind of a thing? Why? To this extent? Oh. And then it was so much for Portia, that's the baby mama, for her to even save her life. Otherwise, this would have exceeded what happened. She had to play dead. She had to act that she was already dead so that this guy can stop. It's just so terrible. Looking at it alone, it's really, really gruesome. The pictures are not something that you can actually freely look at. The guy had to now think she was really dead, and that's where he now left her. Who knows? Probably it would have gone beyond what had happened to this particular lady. It's not a sight to behold at all. And then the father, who was around, they now had to call cops. They called the police. The police now came, and already Chukuma thought that Portia was really dead. He had to now take off. He ran off. He ran away because he knew that he has done something wrong, and then anything murder, it's not taken for granted. He ran away. So when the cops came, the police came to the house. They didn't find Chukuma, but since his dad was there, they had to take his dad away in place of Chukuma. So probably if Chukuma hears his dad has been arrested, who knows, maybe he may come out of where he is hiding. But this is horrible. The sight alone is just so terrible. Why would you do this to the mother of your children? Even if she wasn't the mother of your children, why would you do this to any human being at all? You take a cutlass and machete someone like this? No. I think, guys, what do you people think? Especially with the fact that his sister was fighting with his baby mama. How do you think this should have been handled? Should it have been handled in the way it was handled by the guy Chukuma himself, going to beat up the baby mama? Was that the best way to settle this kind of a heated fight? It was a physical fight they were fighting. And then he just came and started beating up the baby mama. Guys, what do we think about that? Should that have been the first or the best approach to it? And his dad also being around, even though his dad at first did not know what was happening, and then he came out to see what was happening at first. Probably they didn't say though. Maybe his father couldn't stop him when he took the cutlass to go and butcher his baby mama. So how do you think this matter would have settled and it wouldn't have resulted to this? And then Chukuma going on to go and get a cutlass, was that necessary? Because this was a fight. Already Portia was even locked in so that she can't come out since the fight had resulted into something serious. She was already locked in. So why going back to get a cutlass to come back again to meet her? So guys, can we all analyze this together? Because I am laying this on the table for everybody to analyze and see where every other person went wrong. Okay, fine. Portia going to go and get the chicken from the younger sister. I think that was the wrong move she made. Because one, it's a house that you live. If she didn't serve you, you could walk and then go and get your own food to have avoided all this problem. If probably they were not in good terms with each other, and then the younger sister didn't see the need to serve her, probably the younger sister felt, go get your food by yourself, I'm not going to serve you. Probably that was what happened, and that's why the sister just served her brother and then served her own self. And Portia now got upset with it and now had to go and take the chicken from her own plate. And then the younger sister did not find it funny, and then they got into a serious fight, I guess. But please, it's still open for everybody to say what he or she feels I'm only saying this out for us to still dispute or disagree, because in situations like this, something must have led to something, and then she picking that chicken was what led to this whole thing. So that was the first wrong move that Portia made. For me, that's what I think. I don't know of every other person. Well, I wouldn't say conclusively, but don't we think that that could be the reason why this whole issue resulted into what it has resulted to? Because if that chicken was not picked, I guess there wouldn't have been any fight. If Portia had quietly gone to pick up her food, probably this fight wouldn't have happened. And secondly, coming to separate a fight between two people, do you have to side one person and leave the other? Guys, please, I am still putting it out there for us to still analyze. Do you have to now face one person and leave the other, irrespective of your relationship with the other person? In a fight, dispute, are you not supposed to separate both parties? Stop and then listen to hear what each person has to say, rather than just coming in and then jumping on one person. What do we also think about this right now? Because I think where two people are having a dispute, irrespective of how you feel about the other person, it's not better. You just separate both of them. If there's need for you to advise them, you advise them, and then let it be that way, rather than escalating. Because Chukuma beating up Portia now made it matter even worse. Secondly, Portia was locked up in the room where she was secluded alone so that the fight wouldn't continue. Then what pushed Chukuma to go now picking up a cutlass to butcher her? Well, guys, please, let's still analyze this whole thing. It is not good seeing something like this. However, you're upset, to go to this extent to hurt somebody, it's not good at all. It's not good, because this is just too much. And that's the mother of your kids. Then your kids will be there watching, or your kids are there crying, because no child will watch anybody hurting either parent, either mother hurting the father or father hurting the mother, and the kid will just be there laughing. Though you see them babies, they'll be crying. It's so painful to see this kind of a thing happen. Thank God she didn't die. And thank God, probably, I would say thank God she also played dead. Who knows what would have happened if she hadn't played dead? Maybe matters would have gotten worse than this. We pray for God's healing on Portia and speedy recovery too. And look at now, his father is now serving his own term in the police station, and he is on the run. Maybe he will come back knowing that his father, who is innocent, is now serving a time in police station when he wasn't the person who actually did what was accused of, or what he actually did. Please, everyone should try to control their temperament, and just anything that that would result into any form of fight, argument, take a step back and pull back. And that that will result into anything physical, even verbal, pull away. The worst is that physical aspect where you now start hitting or getting things to use on somebody. No, people should just learn to control their temperaments, their anger. Because once you're able to control your temperament, it helps to restrain or to withdraw from having to do anything that will harm you or harm the other person next to you. Can you imagine the kind of pains this lady will be going through now with this cut? So guys, please, what do we all think about this? Okay, that's Portia taking the chicken from the plate. What do you think? Who was wrong at that point? The younger sister not serving Portia, who was wrong? And also for Chukuma coming to separate a fight and then beating Portia, that's his baby mama. What do you think? Was that the right move? And also, Chukwuma using the cutlass to butcher his baby mama. Was that also the right move? What do we all think? And also the father now getting arrested in jail. What do we all think about this? Friends, please, however you feel or whatever you think about it, please do leave your comment at the comment section below. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please, to those that have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Once again, thank you. God bless you all.